Good day everyone! Today's weather is really nice in Paris, so let's have a picnic first and then we're going to have a fancy dinner tonight. Okay, so now we're going to get some pastry first from Pierre Hermé. They are one of the most popular pastry stores in France and I'm super excited for the croissants. Other than the croissants, we also picked up a few cakes and of course, we also got some macarons. We're bringing the food to the Luxembourg garden. It is not too far away and it's really nice to walk around some Paris streets. Outside the garden there is a Ladurée. They are very popular for their macarons and their decorations. Well, who doesn't like a cute cafe, right? They have a lot of merch and gift sets and their pastry looks so pretty. We do really like their macarons, especially I love the rose and the tea flavors. But since we already got a few cakes and pastry from earlier, we're just gonna get drinks from here. The drinks are just okay. I think it's more for the looks. The taste, I don't think there is anything special. It's just a regular cup of latte. We found a nice little place to sit down and there's a great view of the water and the castle in front of us. We were so excited for the croissant from Pierre Hermé, so that's the first thing we tried. We picked the one with rose, raspberry and lychee. It was so good. It tasted absolutely amazing. It was just the right amount of sweetness. The filling was both fruity and fresh. It was so fluffy and so flaky. I think I can honestly eat 3 of them myself in one sitting. And no sharing.
I think the texture and the layers of this croissant is the best I've ever had.
Oh, I love this. For the pastry, we have 3 different ones. The first one is this classic vanilla tart. Just look at the ganache and the cream inside. It is very creamy, I love the vanilla taste. 10 out of 10.
Not too sweet.
You almost blew away. Then we got another classic. It is their own version of the millefeuille and one of their seasonal cakes called Envy. I wanted something with berries, so we picked this one. It looks beautiful and it has a very nice berry taste. The millefeuille is caramelized and filled with hazelnut cream. The taste itself is amazing, but we really don't know how to handle it properly. It's impossible.
Need to use a knife.
It tastes super rich. I love the nutty taste. It makes it really special. It is a little bit on the sweeter side, but it would be perfect with a cup of tea or coffee. We both really like this pastry. We just wish we didn't make a mess.
It's probably the wrong way to eat this, but I don't know what else to do.
We definitely need some help or instructions about how to eat this properly.
Do you think we can cut it standing? No, it's not possible.
I think you just gotta crush it. Like, accept that it will get squeezed. Just
Okay, you try it. No, that's so much worse.
That's what you're supposed to do, I guess.
Are you sure? I feel like when I do it like this, it's so much better. What is it?
A little bit further from the palace, there are more places available for picnic. The garden has a lot of sculptures and it is super relaxing to walk around and see them. We took lots of photos everywhere and I especially love those places with fountains. Tonight we booked a table at Substance, which is a Michelin 1-star restaurant, so it's gonna be a fancy meal for us. A dear friend of mine recommended it to me. The location is very convenient and the food looks amazing. They have 3 set menus ranging from 6 courses to 10 courses. Well, it's a special occasion for us, so we're going all in for this. We're taking the substantial menu, which is the 10-course one. Yes, I know we're gonna be so full afterwards, but I'm excited for that. The dinner started with 3 palate cleansers. I've never had anything like this before in any other places. These bite-sized goodies taste so good and they really hyped up my expectation for the rest of the meal.
It smells good.
Very cheesy.
It's melting.
And she proceeds.
Very hot?
Yes.
Oh,
You feel that?
yeah, it's so crunchy, right? This is a cheese, but it's foamy. It's really good and it's warm.
They really started strong because the first course tasted so good. It is super soft and creamy, and while I thought that is already perfect, as we dig in, there is actually something at the bottom that is a little bit sour. Maybe something pickled, I'm not very sure, but it just pairs really well with the cheesy, creamy taste, and then the dish just becomes even better.
Olive oil, the lime.
This has to be one of my favorite dish. This fish is so smooth and so soft. The texture is just unbelievably good. It tastes really fresh with a little bit of the citrus taste, and I really like that they sprinkle some salt on top of the rich vegetables. Definitely top of my list.
It tastes so good.
I'm having the creamy sauce with the yellow wine inside. It's a smoked sausage, chive oil.
Oh my god, if you smell it, it's... That was just the sauce that is so good.
What is it? It's the taste reminds me of like roast duck or like grilled duck in Chinese cuisine.
I have never had anything that tastes similar to this. It is spicy, as in like a pepper, wasabi type of spiciness. It's not like chili. And it is just so interesting that they pair this with melon. So it is spicy, but refreshing at the same time. I found the oysters at the bottom. I usually dislike oyster, but this one is really good. 5th course comes in 2 dishes. We got a small bowl of ravioli first.
It's a little bit salty for me.
The second dish of the 5th course is a lobster tail. The dish looks really pretty and it tastes really good too.
It's so good.
Is it just me or does this remind you of like sea urchin or something?
Just you. The tomato is green. Oh, that's spicy.
infused with lemon.
Oh. Oh, it smells amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you. Best so far.
You made it.
Especially this mushroom. Oh.
Okay, firstly, mushroom is one of my favorite food to begin with. And this grilled mushroom is so good, and it is laying on top of a really yummy mushroom cream sauce. It's just so good! The pork is good as well. It's very tender, but for me, the star of the dish has to be the mushroom. For the cheese, we also got two different dishes. We have the blue cheese with caviar and anchovies on crackers, and this blue cheese foam. I know it's supposed to be a delicacy, but unfortunately I really cannot stand the taste of blue cheese. For the foam, it tastes more mild, but the total volume is just so much bigger, and it is way too much for me. And the blue cheese on cracker is also really intense, so I just couldn't.
I feel bad. Okay, from left to right.
Yes.
Only with my fingers.
We were told that we can only use our fingers to eat this, and we should first taste the flavor components used in the dessert, one by one from left to right. It's supposed to be an experience of fattiness, spiciness, sweetness, and finally sourness.
That's a spice. Yeah.
And then at the end, we will eat the dessert that is a combination of those four flavors.
We both almost ate everything here. So much of this, and you almost finished everything.
I really like the sourness.
And this has to be my favorite dessert dish in the whole meal. I love cherries, and I'm completely obsessed with this one. The sorbet is so good, and also the jelly and the mousse too. The mint mousse is super fresh, and the lychee jelly as well is super refreshing. I thought there is two cherries, but actually one of them is a cake that is soaked in some really yummy sauce. That is just amazing. I'm giving it 10 out of 10. This one is a little bit special, I think. For me, I think it is quite good. Of course, not as good as the cherry one, because nothing beats that now.
What do you think?
So good.
Really? You like the bitter one too?
But Mats really doesn't like the taste of bee pollen. He thinks it tastes bitter, which I understand what he means, but I also think it tastes good. Like a good type of bitterness, if that makes sense to you. So I guess this dessert is not for everyone. But I like it, at least.
Maybe you're just not used to it. The cracker is really good.
Happy birthday to you.
It's so soft. So squishy. Can you see that?
Yeah.
I can't believe we actually managed to finish almost everything. We did not expect the palate cleanser and the bread, and adding on the 10 courses that we ordered, there's just so much food.
So full. I think I can sleep right now.
Same. It's half an hour walk home.
I'm so full. I don't know if I can even stand up.
It really helped a lot to walk home after being so full. Paris at night is pretty cool, so let me just end the video here with a night view of the Eiffel Tower. Today has been such a good day. We had so much fun and so much good food. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!